This woman knew full well that man-eating monsters lurked in the mountains, but she never imagined that her traveling companion would be even more vicious than the monsters in the mountains. The woman took her companion into the mountains and set a rule beforehand. As soon as they saw someone waving, they had to run immediately and absolutely must not stop. Before long, a thick fog rolled in over the mountains. A man in a suit really did appear in the fog, waving frantically at them. Without a word, the woman grabbed her companion and ran as fast as she could. But while fleeing, the companion tripped and fell, tearing her clothes. Not only did she fail to thank the woman for saving her, she lashed out at her for meddling and turned around to leave on her own. 3 months later, the companion confronted the woman with a news clip. The news reported that the heir to a top-tier tycoon had been rescued in the mountains and had married the girl who saved him. Her friend recognized the tycoon immediately. It was the man in the suit who had waved at them in the mountains that day. She was convinced that the woman had ruined her chance to marry into a wealthy family and blocked her path to riches. Taking advantage of the woman's inattention, she walked up behind her and with all her might, shoved the woman into the path of an oncoming car. But when she opened her eyes again, she discovered she had somehow returned to the very day she entered the mountains. What was even more terrifying was that her friend had also been reborn. She shoved the woman aside and like a madwoman, rushed off to find that monster posing as a tycoon, fearing that if she was even a moment too late, she would miss her chance to marry into a wealthy family. This time, the woman didn't stop her. She took the self-defense potion from her bag, clutched it tightly in her hand, and watched silently as her friend courted her own doom. Her friend wore a sycophantic smile, holding flowers in her hand. As she edged closer to the man in the suit, flattering him in every way, she thought to herself with glee, "Soon, I'll be living the good life as a wealthy family's wife." She had no idea that during certain periods, this monster would launch a lethal attack the moment it encountered a human who approached it, showing absolutely no mercy. The woman reaches out triumphantly, intending to touch the man in the suit's hand, but the moment she makes contact, she feels a hand covered in thick, dense fur. Just then, the man in the suit jerks his head up, revealing the face of a wild beast, barely concealed by a mask. The woman is terrified out of her wits, stiffening where she stands, too afraid to move a muscle. Look closely. This woman recognized at a glance that the masked man before her was a dangerous black bear in heat. But the woman in blue beside her mistook him for the heir to a fortune, insisting on sharing a room with him, and even wanting to conceive his child. The woman in blue had gone completely mad in her quest to become a wealthy wife. She even chased the other woman away on the spot, fearing she might ruin her plans. Then, she dragged the masked man into a cave. As soon as they entered, she eagerly shed her coat and began seducing him in every way. But she never imagined that the very next second, the masked man's eyes would turn red, his body would swell,